Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today. My name is Priscilla and this is Pristine Guidance. We are doing the activation reading for the week ahead. Now I just want to start off by saying this today, while I'm doing this here in Australia, it's the 21st of December. This is a very special day astrologically, as well as it's solstice, and there is also the opening of Uluru energetically. So there will be some, I have channeled a message today. I also have a channel message that I've done previously from Archangel Metatron, and I felt guided to read out that channel message to you guys again. I also want to mention that if you happen to come across this video at a later stage and it's not this week, please trust and know that you were drawn to this for a reason, and that the message that I'm saying today may help you in the coming weeks. So I will get started with the message that I've done from Archangel Metatron before, and then we'll get into the channeled message from the Arcturians and the Ancient Ones, and then I will do some cards, okay? So the message from Archangel Metatron is: the divine presence that is within me is within you. The divine knowledge is as through me as within you. Your divine calling is that of which is from within. All that is sought for your divine will can only come from within, not without. All that is sought from your divine will can only come from within, not without. Place yourself in the view of a child, the child who loves purely, lovingly, and without judgment, without fear, and without cause, without pressure, and without condition. Love that is playful, love that is needed to thrive. Look, dear ones, at a child without connection to a parent. He or she cannot survive, or that child will not develop to his or her fullest potential. This is the same as a grown child, an adult. The adult must remain consciously connected to one's inner spirit, the ever-elusive, ever-present divine being who is you. Being connected with your spirit allows your strength, direction, purpose, self-love, service, awareness, knowledge, and divine power. Outside of this conscious connection is where the illusion, fear, manipulation, betrayal, charged emotions, patterns, and lies are. Outside of one's truth. When attached to that of which is not who you truly are, this is where comes the anxiety, depression, and worry. Just as a child without connection to thrive. To continue your path in love, remember, for every choice, ask your soul. For every trigger, ask your soul. For every problem, ask your soul. Every conflict within or without, ask your soul. Every opportunity, ask your soul. Soothe yourself. Love yourself. Keep your mind focused on peace. Breathe deep and lovingly. Recharge often. Connect with nature ever present, whose cycle reminds you of your own. And remember that you are loved beyond words. You are a sacred, true, amazing, beautiful, divine, and immortal being of light. I am of service to you and humanity, Archangel Metatron. So that is his message to you. Okay, so now I'm going to read out the second message. Dear ones, we come forward in love and service. We hold space for you as you grow in awareness and move through the process of letting go and coming into surrender. This surrender, which is the process of remembering you and your higher power, as well as your connection to all. You are not and never separate, dear ones. You are always in connection. Connection never is separate to you. It is you. The separation is the illusion. The separation is the parts of you which have been programmed to forget. The power to remember, the courage to be in truth and walk your path in this truth is what brings you and many of the collective consciousness upon earth into union. The union of your intention merged with the call of earth and the energy of emergence into the connectedness and love of what the earthly realm offers you. No matter what is said or what is portrayed outside, remember to touch base with your inner world. What do you feel? What are your senses telling you, dear ones? If this is something that you find challenging, connect to the earth, ground into the earth. The earth supports your quest. You are in union with the earth. Your presence is part of earth. Your body is of essence of earth, and earth is what supports your journey. If, dear ones, you have to see with your physical eye, allow the earth, nature, to guide you. As you sit more in presence with nature, the stronger your connection to spirit, to source, to your purpose and healing. Nature will clean your mind, purify your soul, and strengthen your spirit. The elements outside of you is a reflection of the elements that make the physicality of you. Your sacred journey on earth is a treasure. You are the treasure box filled with the gems, as is the earth plane. And remembering this and believing this, oh dear one, you will see, and in unity with earth, you will be free. The Arcturians. Hello everyone, and welcome to the next part of your reading. I felt guided to do a pick a card for you this week. It's going to be a little more in depth than normal, just because that's what Spirit wants to do. And there's, I wasn't expecting it to be this way, but this is what's happening, which is great. A few more cards come out for some groups than other groups. So there's a lot of messages for you guys. I'll ask you to pick from one of these groups. So we have here group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So pick which group you feel most drawn to, and we'll get started with this group here. And I want to mention we're going to look at the element for you. We're going to look at the earth message. We're going to look at the feminine energy, and then we're going to look and we're going to get a message from Spirit and a Palladian message. All right, so let's get started with number 1. All right, so for group number 1, we have here for your elemental message, we have groundedness and gravity. So what is going to serve you best? What is really going to be helpful for you in this week, in the coming weeks, is for you to remain grounded, which goes very much alongside the channeled message that I brought through, because keeping grounded is going to help you to keep clear. It's going to help you. You know what? Spirit drew me straight away to Saturn and to Jupiter. So I'm not sure where the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter is in your chart, but perhaps this energy may be a affecting you in certain ways. So being grounded is going to help you to navigate whatever it is that you might be moving through, whatever is being activated with you through this conjunction in particular. If you're watching this at another time, whatever energy is at play for you at this time, whatever is happening for you at this time, perhaps Saturn and Jupiter could be significant to you at this time you're watching it. But you're being asked to remain grounded to earth. Sometimes when we are going through massive changes, massive shifts within energy, we can feel like we want to sort of detach, we want to sort of fly away. I see that here with the butterflies in the background, but the butterflies are connected because she is connected to this earth here. And so I feel like that message here is for you to being connected to earth is going to serve you more than detaching at this point in time. Sorry, I've lost you in the focus there. Hopefully it'll come back quite soon. Let's try and fix that. There we go. All right, let's have a look at what the message is from the earth. All right, so we have fire. Oh, look at that. And it says passion, right? And being grounded to earth too is going to help you to be motivated and to work on your passions. Because if you become ungrounded and you're up in the S's, you're sort of, you can become quite anxious, I'm hearing, or you just become detached from what you're here to do. And so being supported by earth is going to help you with that. I want to point out too with this gravity card, you've got all the animals here. So you may be somebody who works with animals, you may not, but there is this energy of you, and I'm hearing like earth angel too. It's like I feel like for this group, you are like earth angels, light workers, whatever, you're working on a passion, you're working on a purpose, and and this doesn't have to be just in the spiritual realm. This can be anything that really fires you up, anything that whatever project you're working on that is, you feel is of your purpose, is of your serving, of service here to earth. And so your earth is calling for you to focus on that passion, focus on what lights you up, because that is what is going to help you to feel more connected to earth, and to also connect you with, I'm also hearing like connecting you with the grid, connecting you with connections as well. So if some of you watching right now with this group, I feel like you have been wanting to perhaps meet someone special, or you're wanting to have more passionate people in your life, people who are working on their passions, people who are in alignment with purpose, and you're wanting to really bridge the gap that perhaps you've been in your life. And so, and Spirit's saying here that that's what's going to bring about that for you, because as you keep grounded, as you focus on your passion, you connect to that grid, and that grid of light will magnetize you to where you need to be, to the people that are going to help you along the way, and the people that are going to really add to your life as well. Now let's have a look at the feminine energy for you this week. And we have Mary Magdalene. And it says, the apostle to the apostles, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. And I was talking about, I feel like a lot of you bring light and love here to earth. A lot of you could be light workers, earth angels, working with the animals, working with bringing a lot of love to earth. And here is a message of that feminine force. That's the feminine force that's with you right now. And it's that bridge between heaven and earth, and you recognizing and knowing your strength, knowing your calling, and following your heart. And I'm hearing you follow the egg of creation. Oh, you follow the egg of creation. You are the egg of creation. And that egg of creation is that spark within you. And here we have that fire energy, right? And you are this bridge between heaven and earth. And so I want to add as well, I do get this feeling that for some of you, as I said before, are sort of detaching or wanting to leave or not wanting to be here, or, you know, perhaps things are a little bit too challenging for you at the moment. Maybe there's a lot going on in your life. This could be internally or externally, right? Here is this calling for you again. Follow what lights you up here. Follow your passions. And that will be the bridge for you. That will be what keeps you centered, what keeps you anchored here, right? And know that you are meant to be here, that you do have a divine purpose here, and you are that bridge from heaven to earth. So, and the more that you become grounded in knowing that, the better it's going to be for you. I hope I'm making sense for you guys. The next card we have is a message from Spirit, and you got Druid. Hold the space. Yes, hold the space. And I want to say with this card, to me, he looks like somebody who's very wise. He also looks to me a little bit weary. That's the sort of energy I'm getting from the cards. So like I was saying, for some of you, you may be, you know, feeling a little bit tired, feeling a little bit like, you know, perhaps you've been going through quite a bit emotionally or something around you in your situation. And I feel like this is where the wisdom is coming in for you. And I do see a light at the end of the tunnel here for you. But remember to keep going, to keep following your light, and to keep, and I want to say hold space for yourself. Hold space for, okay, they're saying hold space for yourself by spending time alone in nature, spending time connecting with crystals even, because I'm seeing this quartz crystal up here. I feel like you may have a connection with crystals, and that's going to help you to keep clear as well. Clear quartz helps you keep clear the aura as well, especially if you are someone who's very empathic. Okay, clear quartz may help you to keep that energy clear. I'm also hearing clear focus. And this goes back to focusing on your passions. What are you passionate about? What is it that you really want to bring to this world? What is it that really riles you up about life, perhaps? That, you know, this could be a calling and a direction for you. Take some time to alone this week in nature to connect with that inner druid within you. And this will light the way for you. Yeah, let's have a look at the Palladian message. All right, so we have gateways of light infinite. I have unlimited access to the divine mind. Okay. And what we have in this card here, I want to point out, is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And in your reading, we have this balance of divine masculine and divine feminine. Feminine, feminine, masculine, masculine. So there is this blending and this union within your inner masculine and your inner feminine. You're bringing yourself into wholeness here. And this is a gateway for you. And I want to say that you have a potential, and that potential is rising within you. The energy right now is raising that awareness. And you keeping crystal clear here, as I was talking about with the quartz, you spending time alone, getting in touch and opening space for yourself, right, is going to give you that crystal clear vision about what you need to do next. All right, because there could be a lot of unknowns at this stage, but you keeping in connection and balance with your masculine and your feminine energies, as well as keeping your mind clear, will make way for the divine mind to come through to give you the ideas, to give you the inspiration of what to do next. And apologies about the dogs in the background. I hope you can hear me okay. So that's the messages I have for you. Oh, actually, just a moment. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some Whispering Woods cards here for extra guidance for you from nature. Okay, so we have strength. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm, okay? Again, we're talking about keeping your energy grounded, rooted into the earth, because that is where your strength is. Renew. Nature continuously renews itself year after year. So there is a cycle happening here for you, and you're in a time of renewal. And we have opportunity, lovely. Unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. So this can talk about, again, I said for some of you, I feel like, you know, may not all be known to you. And here it talks about, even without the warm sunlight, unfurl like a fern. So move towards what is lighting you, what you're passionate about, and really be that inner guide within you, be that inner druid, and, you know, tap into that wisdom and keep grounded at this time. So that's the messages I have for you this week. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading this week. So first of all, we're going to have a look at what element wants to give you a message for this week. And we have here Adventure South. Okay. You know what? And I don't think this is exactly the message of the card, but what I heard straight away is perhaps there's needing to look in the past at something. Now, when I say this, it's not about dwelling in the past, but I feel like there could be a clue from the past or someone from the past, or there's something about the past, or perhaps it could be your inner child or an experience you had in the past that may be the key for the future, I'm hearing. So maybe a message from someone, or there may be a message from your inner child or from an experience, or this could even be a project that you might have started in the past that you need to venture back into, is what I'm hearing as well. And I feel like that's going to be really helpful for you, because it's going to help you to see clearly, because I'm also seeing this as like a spaceship and there's really bright light. So I feel like there's the bright lights are to see really clearly in the dark as well. And so I feel like if you have a look back at something from your past, and when I say this, I feel like it will, whatever comes to your mind, if this relates to you, something will come to your mind. I would start with that. All right, just want to say that. If this is not in regards to a particular experience, as I said, this could be a project that you've been working on in the past, even you need to venture back to. Perhaps there's some pieces, because Spirit's showing me like a puzzle here. So I'm feeling like there may be something that needs revisiting, just to add the extra piece to the puzzle, and then you're able to move forwards, okay? It's really going to help you. For some of you, it is emotional, because I am feeling some solar plexus. Sorry if I'm jumping. It's Spirit's giving me different messages for different people, and my speech is really quick as well. But I do feel like solar plexus energy as well. So this could be a missing piece to the puzzle of your healing, okay? If you go back and venture south, which I feel like is about the past, I feel like you're going to rediscover something. So if something comes up for you this week to revisit, know that this is a message that there is a missing piece here. So try not to avoid it. Try not to just look over it as nothing. I would just look a little bit deeper and shine some light on it and just see what comes up. But I want to say this is not about dwelling on the past in any way, but sometimes having a look over something and doing a review on something, or going back on something that you might have done and just you know, checking it all out can be of benefit for you. Let's have a look now at the message from the earth. So you have vulnerability. Okay, we have the meadow. So this is tapping into that solar plexus energy that I was feeling. And here we have the yellow in the cards, which talk about that solar plexus. A lot of spiritual energy, spiritual activation for you this week, well, all of us anyway. But for you, I feel like this could bring up some of your emotions. And I'm burping. When I burp, for me, this happens when I'm working with energy, when I'm getting healing work, when I'm doing healing on people, when I'm healing myself emotionally, I will burp. So that's spirit telling me, right, that you guys might be seeking some help. You might be moving through some healing, some inner child work, something in regards to the past, okay? And this healing is going to help elevate you spiritually. It's really going to move you forward. There's a lot of possibility, and there's a lot of positivity that will come from this. So it's okay to be vulnerable. You may be a little more vulnerable this week because things are, you know, coming up to the surface to be, and I'm also seeing like bubbling as well. So there may be emotions that are bubbling up to the surface. Know this is happening for you just to have a look at and go and recognize and acknowledge, and then to thank it and let it go. All right, this can be a lot more challenging than me just saying this here, and I understand that, but really if you acknowledge what is coming up for you, that's where your healing is, and you will see positive momentum after this acceptance and after this understanding here. Now I want to say, oh, and okay, there's another message for those of you who are relating to it being about a project that you, in the past that needs to be looked back at. I feel like too, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. I feel like this could be a project, activity, hobby, something that you're passionate about in some way, or this could be some you know, I feel like this is calling for you to step out of your comfort zone. And so this may bring up vulnerability because and you know, this relates to the solar plexus as well. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable, all right? There's going to be some vulnerability as you take those steps, but in doing so, there will be this elevation and you will be moving forwards in the direction that you desire, right? Let's have a look at the feminine energy this week for you. And we have Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. And I apologize if I don't pronounce that correctly. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So I feel like for a lot of you in this group, you may be very creative. You may be creating some project or a business or art or something. Please take it where it resonates in your life. Some of you may even just be creating a way out of a situation. And what the message here is having that knowledge, having that wisdom is going to allow you to take the steps you're feeling guided to take and to heal what needs to be healed here. It's also going to help you to come into more self-awareness and self-knowledge for that healing as well. And who you are, you have the ability to flow effortlessly through whatever it is that you want to do. So I feel like even though there may be a fear here for some of you in stepping into something, or into a higher role, or into a leadership role, or stepping out of your comfort zone in some way, that you have that potential to do so. I feel like that's what this goddess is saying here, that you have that potential within you. So once you step sort of past your fear here, as I said, I feel like it's going to be very positive, because there's going to be flow and momentum for you. Let's have a look at the message from Spirit. Oh, I love this. Trust in the unknown. So what Spirit's saying, yes, it is an uncertain time. Yes, things may be unknown to you and unclear at this stage, but trust the process. Know that you're protected. Know that everything is okay. I'm hearing learning process at the moment for you as well. And I am seeing like a lot of electricity, a lot of like lightning here. And when I see the lightning, to me this is like bolts of inspiration, as well as perhaps in a time of a storm or time of not really seeing things. I feel like you are going to be getting ideas. You will be having sudden, even little changes, I'm hearing, but I'm getting bolts of inspiration that could be coming through. So just trust that the next bolt of inspiration will come. And I feel like I'm being reminded of last week's message. So if you didn't get last week's activation message, I feel like that's going to be a benefit to you to listen to that. Awesome. All right, let's have a look now. We've got 2 messages from the Palladians for you. So let's have a look at that. The first one we have is Beloved Zeus, the lovers. The cosmic union is, this cosmic union is destined for greatness, okay? So for some of you, this vulnerability could be stepping into a new relationship. This could be a union within a business, okay? A partnership. And this partnership is going to be really, really positive for you, and it's going to take you to be vulnerable in this. So if you have met someone recently, or you've if you meet someone in this week or in the coming weeks, because I always talk about the activation being the energy that's activated for the coming weeks, you know, the activation of this energy is bringing you into union with a partner if you're not already with them. If you are already with your divine counterpart, I see that this union is going to be really great, and it's going to trust in that unknown process, because I'm getting for some of you, perhaps there's something that needs revisiting in regards to that relationship, and then being vulnerable is going to allow that healing within your relationship, and to be able to create that of what you desire. And then for those of you who are single and you resonate with attracting this divine counterpart, then I see that when this person comes in, perhaps it's going to ask for you to step out of your comfort zone and to be vulnerable, especially if in the past you have been moving through some challenge within relationships. So it may be challenging at first to open yourself up to somebody, but they're saying this is destined for greatness. I also want to add that there is this, I feel, because the last group we touched on the masculine and the feminine energies within you. So this is also that merging of the masculine and feminine energies within you, and you being destined for greatness, because we're talking about you stepping up and out, and you know, you creating what it is that you want to create, and really stepping out of your comfort zone to do so. The next message they have for you is the Star Daughters dance. I dance, sing and play with my sisters at sunset. Some of you may be meeting up with fellow what's the word? Like, you might be meeting up with fellow community members, or there's a word and I can't think of it. Why can I not think of it? Soul sisters, soul brothers, you know, your tribe, that's it. I don't know why that took so long to come out. Some of you Or perhaps some of you are wanting to meet your tribe. Maybe that's why it took so long to come out. But for some of you, you may be spending more time with your tribe or more time with your community. And I'm seeing a lot of butterflies in this card, and a lot of like little children, and a lot of innocence and happiness. So I feel like there is this coming back again to this vulnerability within you, because this is where your happiness lies as well, and this is where things are going to open up for you. The vulnerability and you is opening your heart, and it's bringing those people that you want in your life towards you, and it expands and grows the relationships that are around you or with you already. And there is this sense of joy that's coming from this, is this sense of just a deeper sense of connection with this. And look at that, there's these bubbles coming up. I think I mentioned them earlier, that I was seeing bubbles. Interesting. So that's the message. Oh no, before I forgot, I nearly did that with the last group as well. I'm just going to get some Whispering Woods messages for you, so before I finish your reading. The first one that's flipped up is let go. Enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. So maybe there's something to let go of here. As I was saying, I feel like you need to move out of your comfort zone. All right, we got woods. Be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. And the last message is the night. Find comfort in the night, where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. And you have this farther sky here, and it looks like the night. So the night sky may be very expansive for you, and helpful for you to be in meditation and to feel clearer. And because we have this trust in the unknown, so if you're feeling like there's a lot of uncertainty or an unknown, or you've got to take a chance on something, you're not sure how it's going to pan out, I feel like, you know, being in that night sky is going to help you to feel clear about it and ease some of your tension. But I do feel like for a lot of you, there's something to let go of here. But once you let go of it and you move forwards, it's going to be really, really positive for you. So that's the messages I have for you this week. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3. Oops, I didn't get your cards ready. They're here. So I've shuffled all these face down. And your first one we're going to look at is what element has a message for you. And then we're going to look at the earth, spirit's message, feminine energy, and Pleiades message. All right, so first one we have for you is snow. Silence. Ooh, okay. There's something gestating for you, and I feel like there's a sense of patience, a sense of waiting. But I want to say to you, it's going to be well worth your wait. Yes, Spirit's showing me like opening gifts. It's like this wait, this patience, this survival even for some of you. It is going to be well worth it. And once the sun comes out again, this could be physically or metaphorically, it's like there's a big gift from this. It's going to be well worth your wait. That's something I'm hearing for you. There's also a message here of being silent, of really taking the time to go within this week to integrate your energy and sit with your own energy. Integrate energy. What do you mean by that, Spirit? They're talking more about you sitting with your own energy and understanding your own energy, because sometimes I feel like we have so much going on around us, and I feel like Spirit's saying just turn off your technology, detach from the world around you, and just stop and just be. and connect with you and your energy and be in your energy. All right, I feel like that's really going to help you. Or if this is a time of patience for you, like I was saying, this time of patience could be you giving you the opportunity to go within, giving you the opportunity to really gestate and to create something from the real base, from the real foundation. And then when the sun comes out, when summer comes, it's like it's going to come into bloom for you, right? You're going to it's going to be, yeah, I'm just hearing again, it's going to be really well worth it. I don't know, I have to mention here, like, I'm scratching, you can't see me, but I'm like scratching my third eye here. So there could be an activation with your third eye. And this could be also talking about a time of like going in and dream time, or going in and visualizing. And yeah, it's a time for you to detach from the outside world, come in, visualize what you want, and get ready to give birth to what you want. You know, put all the ingredients in for what it is that you want to create. And so when it is the time, you will be flourishing, you'll have movement, you'll have progress even. Okay, let's get the earth magic card, because we'll have a look what the earth wants to tell you at this time. Oh, perspective. Yeah, look at this in another way. In this time of pause, this time of silence, it's to help you to see your life in a new way and to have a new understanding. Yeah, I don't feel like going any deeper on that. Yeah, because there's going to be movement. That's exactly what I was tapping into here, right? And you can see here in the background, the sun's coming out. And so, and this water is so still. So it's like this snow, this time of silence and this time of going in, this time of solitude is helping you to gain a new perspective, a new idea, a new way of being, or just to get to know your own energy. You know, even if this doesn't mean, it doesn't have to mean that you've got no one around you, but this could be just a time where, you know, things may not be moving so quickly, right? But it's allowing you to really get perspective on what you want. And then once it does open up again for you, there will be movement. And it's going to be calm movement, right? Because you have really laid that foundation for yourself and you know what you want. Because I was talking about the third eye, right? You're going to be crystal clear about what you want. And that's really going to serve you in this movement forwards. A new dawn, a new day, all right? A new life. I always get that when I get a new dawn, new day, new life for me. Anyway, yeah. All right, let's have a look at the feminine energy. We have, and I cannot pronounce this name, the Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Wow. And you know what? I get a really strong energy with this lady. Really, really strong. And you know what? There's no messing around. I'm hearing responsibility. I'm hearing, there's so much strength and power here for you, right? And that's what you're tapping into through this time, this silence, through this meditation, through this time of being in your own energy. You are, you know, that lotus that's coming out of the mud and into full bloom, right? Into this understanding and awakening through that process of coming through that you know, that murkiness and into the light, right? So, I want to say as well, I'm seeing the skull on top of her head. And to me, there's this death and rebirth in regards to your consciousness, and that's that perspective change. It's like that's going to be the shift that happens for you because you see things in another way. There's an enlightenment here for you. It's a time of enlightenment. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at Spirit's message. So we have here winter. Again, another winter card. Take care of your needs. So Spirit's saying it's a time of looking after yourself. It's a time of self-nurture, self-care, self-love. And you know what? I'm also hearing it is not a time for you to run after others. It's not a time for you to get caught up in other people's drama or stuff. This is a time for you to focus on you. And the more that you focus on you, it's going to be a lot better for the people around you. Because I feel like we've really got to shift from this energy of, you know, giving. Like for those people who give a lot, you know, that can be like sort of a self-destructive thing as well. It can deplete your energy, even though we are a life force of energy. But if you're just giving all of your resources all the time, you know, you're not putting it into the direction that's going to be for your benefit as well. And you need to have, you need to honor yourself in your life. And if you're wanting to make a change, right, because I always say that if you desire to live a certain way, that is up to you. But if you're wanting to create a life for yourself that is much more enriching, then you have to focus on your own love and your own self. And therefore, with that shift in your vibration and your consciousness, you help everyone around you. It shifts everyone around you. And I get it's time for you. It's time for you. Yeah. Let's see what other message from Spirit. That's a very strong message for you guys. Earth Guardians, stay rooted and grounded, right? It's a time of healing here for you. And here we have the Earth Guardian coming through saying, stay grounded, stay rooted at this time. It's time for you to connect with your energy, but also connect to the earth. And this will give you the resources, give you the understanding, help you to shift your perspective so that you can move it onto the move on your own unique path, right? I also get the message here that, okay, there's healing going on for you as well, because this happened with the last group. So Spirit's saying there's a healing taking place for you at the moment, heart healing and also third eye. So be gentle with yourself. I want to say that for some of you, and we'll not just take what resonates here, right? For some of you, you may be feeling disconnected a little bit from Spirit, but I want to tell you, you're not disconnected. You are always connected to Spirit. But sometimes when we are going through healing, a cleansing, a purifying, it can just feel that way. It's just like, if I can describe it this way, when the sun's out, you can see everything really clearly, but when the clouds come over, it makes it hard to see everything. And so the emotions, and so the healing that's taking place and the flushing of old ways and programs, and with that causes emotional release, right? It's just like a cloud. So, you know, it's like the clouds are still, the sun is there, you just can't see it. So Spirit is always with you. You are always connected. This goes back to that channeled message that I brought through earlier. So know that you are being supported right now. Now, and again, this goes back to the channeled message I brought through, where they were talking about the earth being able to see the interconnectedness of earth and being in earth, when I say earth, being in nature, I should say, seeing that helps you to feel connected. So try to get out, try to connect in any way you can. Now, for some of you watching, you may be in a time of winter. It might be very cold, but find a way that even if you can do this, it's always good to connect with nature, but if you can't do this, perhaps you can do it in your home if you're in like a lockdown or anything like that. I don't know who's watching. Perhaps you can do this through your imagination, right? Through meditation, and visualize yourself walking through nature. And what do you see? And what do you see? And start, and that's going to open you up. Can you see he's got that green at his third eye there? So that is going to help you to open your third eye more by doing so. So practice that visualization if you can. If you can't get out into outside, then do it within your inner world by going in and doing it. And yeah, that's going to really help you with your visualization and your clairvoyance. And yes, again, there's that heart here coming into your heart, coming into loving you, nurturing you. And then when it's time to move forwards, you're going to be able to share that inner radiance with others. All right, so last card is the Pleiadians message. And we have the Universal Midwife, birth. I birth fruitful and sacred assignments. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is really, really special here. Because you know what? There is this taking care of your needs and nurturing yourself. And it's like, you know that if you, what Spirit's showing me is like when you're on a plane and they say give the oxygen to the young ones first. No, give it to your first, then the young ones, so that you, so that you are breathing and you can then help the others that need help, right? Because if you don't give the oxygen to yourself, then you're no help to anyone. And this is the same message here, is that you are this very nurturing, helpful soul, and you are needed, and people appreciate that help. But right now you need to give the oxygen to yourself first, right? And through that process of self-love, as I said, things will shift for you. You'll see things in a new way, and it'll be in a much more, you will create more abundance for yourself, and in turn that will emanate outwardly into your outer world, and you'll be able to help people coming from the heart rather than coming from this energy of, because I get this feeling that for some of you it's sort of like this, and I don't mean this in a way that you do this on purpose, but it's more like it's become that thing. You're the one that helps, you're the one that gives, and sometimes it becomes a pattern, right? It becomes something that it can be unbalanced. We need balance in everything in life. If we're doing too much of one thing, that's unbalanced. So, but for you at this time, it's time to come in and focus on you, and then you can step back out and help others in a healthy way, in a balanced manner, in a way that is going to be benefit of you and for the other person. Because you can't give life to others if you're not giving life to yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be you're going to become unwell from all of that heaviness that you're taking on, and you won't be able to help anybody. And I feel like with this, I get this sense here of you that there is something very special that is about to be birthed for you, and this could be in the way of a whole shift of consciousness, or you really helping people in a new way in your life. Take what resonates. All right, I'm just going to get a few messages from the Whispering Woods. All right, so we have dance. Allow yourself some time, some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. So have some fun. And that will get your energy, like all of those energies, moving through your body and out rather than staying stagnant in your body. And we've got opportunities. Unfurl like a fern even without warm sunlight. And then we have wish. Make a wish with a dandelion in the wind. Oh, lovely. So that is the messages I have for you, group number 3. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to start off with an elemental message. Then we're going to do the earth message, feminine, spirit, and Pleiades. So the first message we have here for you is darkness. All right, so we have the moon. So I'm also being drawn to the number 7, which is on this card, which to me 7 is about spiritual learning, spiritual growth. And her hair is covering her eyes, and you can see this moon here. So I feel like there is this moon activation happening for you, and I feel like it's going to activate a clearing and a healing with you, and I feel like perhaps you can't see things very clearly right now, or perhaps you might be having trouble understanding your emotions right now, or what's really going on right now. Perhaps you're protecting yourself as well, putting up a shield because you're not sure, okay, well, what do I do? I get some fear-based energies as well here. But I feel like the mother energy and the moon energy is helping you to come to understanding, and and asking you to nurture yourself and to spend some time writing or talking to yourself, or you know, getting out how you feel. They're showing me like an iceberg. So there could be some stuff going on inner that perhaps you're not understanding right now. This could also be some past life stuff that's coming up. But this is really good, even if at the time you don't feel it because you can't see. It's terrible if you can't see, right? And I've been in this energy myself. And I feel like a lot of us at this time are in this uncertain energy, right? Nothing's really certain at this stage. And so stay in the present moment, because that's going to help you. But I feel like there's something submerged that's sort of underneath the surface. So I feel like there needs to be some digging here. And I feel like once you do dig in a little further, that you're going to come to understand what it is. And I'm going to ask you to release it with the next full moon, if you feel guided to, right? Writing it down and making an intention to release this, because I feel like that's going to really help you. Let's have a look at the earth message for you. Oh, dreamtime creation. Wonderful. I love this. And we have here, oh, I feel like with the dreamtime and creation that you are creating this, there's this new creation happening here, and I'm hearing this as like on a whole, right? We are creating a new way of being. We're moving into a new age of being, and you are also moving through that. And this uncertainty that's happening is to get you to go within and to see yourself and to look at you and to understand you, and in doing so you can then create. And I feel like when we come into that understanding, we then know what we want to be of service to and how we want to be of service. And I feel like that's the new time, that's the new energy for those of us who choose to clear the way, choose to move into this newer world. I see that it's going to be a place of creation because it's new, and I see we're all going to be in this co-creative process, and that co-creation, that creation starts with you. It starts with you tapping into what's meaningful with you. All right, and so I feel like that's what's sort of taking place for you this week or in the coming weeks. Let's have a look at more here. Well, let's have a look at the feminine energy. So we have Lalita. the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Ooh. And, you know, we're talking about submerged energy here. We're talking creation energy. And I want to say womb energy is coming up too. So perhaps for some of you, you've been in dark night of the soul. You are in the dark night of the soul. And you're sort of not sure which way to go. But you are birthing a new creation here. And I want to say with this red goddess, she's saying playfulness is spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So we're talking about how to move into the light. So I feel like the feminine energy that's being called within you is to get in touch with your play, get in touch with your feminine essence and play and laughter. And I'm also seeing dancing as well. And, you know, in doing this movement and in doing this, getting out and playing and being, creating and moving your body even, whatever it is that you consider play and lighthearted energy, this is what's going to help you to move through this heavier emotions, this heavier energy, and to help you come into more of an understanding as well. I do see here that for some of you, you might actually discover your purpose or have an understanding. It's like, I don't know, what's coming to me is like someone watching, you might do like a chakra dance and find that, oh, chakra dancing my thing, and then you might start to do that as a purpose. So, you know, that's not going to be for everyone, but it's just an example. So playfulness could actually, you know, bring you into a new beginning or a new way of being that you hadn't discovered before. But it also, I get that sense of dancing and movement, so that is going to shift emotions for you as well and bring you into some new insights, into new creation and new beginnings, because I am seeing quite a lot of butterflies here. I'm also seeing the lotus at the head, so here big time crown chakra activation here for you. And we have here the red passionate energy here. So with the red goddess, is you coming into your power and you coming into your creation and you bringing that forth physically into your world. Let's get Spirit's message. Oh, great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Interesting. Some of you might be psychics, mediums, mystics, but I feel like for you, this group, you are in touch and you understand spirituality, and you could be somebody who is going to be a teacher within that field in some way. If not, I feel like too, perhaps you might be coming in contact with a spiritual teacher who's going to help you to expand and grow yourself. I'm also getting the message here that this teacher could be a new teacher guide that's coming in for you, and this teacher guide is going to help free you from some of this darkness and help you to see your fullest potential and really grow. This darkness, this moon energy, it is for your highest and greatest good, and it is going to move you in a much more positive direction. Now, for those of you who have been in dark night of soul and a spiritual awakening journey, I want to say you hear that and you're like, will this ever end? Okay, it will. You're always going to be growing and evolving, but you're going to come into more understanding of the process, which is going to help you. And being lighthearted about shifts, you know, it helps to shift that energy much more quickly. And I want to say, you know, I was mentioning here about the chakra dance, you know, or you through your play finding something that you really love doing, which may play part to a tool for your purpose in some way. And so this could be open you up spiritually, right? I'm also seeing like there could be a connection to music here, art here. There could be a connection with, dance, drama, performing arts, beauty. You know, there could be in many different fields, but I feel like there this could be a very spiritual connection for you that sort of becomes awakened within you and leads you in a new direction even. I also want to say that as I was talking about this with this card here, that you are, you know, moving through some spiritual understandings and learnings and growth at this time. And so with this great teacher, at Spirit coming through and saying, okay, this is a time of learning and growth for you. You're learning through these spiritual experiences. I also want to say, I feel like Spirit's also saying, look out for the signs, because the signs are going to show you the way as well. It's like they're saying signposts. And I want to say you're never alone. And I want to say that you are being guided at this time. In fact, you're always being guided. I also get something about the Christ consciousness here as well. And I feel like for some of you, you know, some of this spiritual sort of, this could be like a spiritual awakening that's happening for you. And it's awakening you into that Christ consciousness, into the 5D, or into a higher way of being. Ooh. You know, there's an energy here that I see you being someone really, really fun. And, you know, I get the sense when I say that, some of you might relate to that straight away, but I am hearing some of you going, yeah, that's not really me. But I feel like you're really going to discover a side of yourself. It's like, this is going to bring out a side of you you did not know was there. Yeah. There's mystery to you. There's mystery there. And yeah, Spirit's showing me like grabbing all these scarves from the box, right? It's like you open this treasure box and you just keep pulling out different scarves. It's like there's so much, that you're so interdimensional. There's so many aspects to you, and this time you're going to discover that. You know, if we could always see the way and we always knew all the answers, then we would not learn anything. Let's have a look at the message from the Pleiades. And we've got here, Tegeta, the aquamarine star expression. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. And with this moon, as I said, I feel like some of you, you know, are psychics, mediums, mystics. And I feel like there is this expansion in those talents for you. And I feel like this is a message about being confident about what you see, what you hear, right? Not with the physical eye, but with your inner eye, all right? And again, like that, seeing Spirit's symbols and seeing Spirit's signs as well. Trust that the signs that you see are in fact real. Yeah. I'm just going to grab one more card for you because I just feel like there's one more card here. Oh, two. All right, so you've got release the old and rest. Yeah, so that's that heavier energy there. And then protection, guardian, drop your shields. Yeah, I feel like this is more in alignment with what we're talking about, you know, getting into that energy of fun, play, laughter, to just lighten that energy load and take time to enjoy yourself, right? There's also with this card, which I feel like goes with this energy here with the aquamarine, and expressing yourself with confidence. So I feel like for you as well, the throat chakra is being activated at this time. And I also see with these feathers up here, to me, this is like you being in light, you being being asked to express yourself and take your masks off and be who you are and be fearless in that. All right, that's what I feel like this taking your shield down is like. Show who you really are, because you are beautiful. You are a beautiful being, and you have a lot to teach others with. You have a lot to people have a lot to learn from you just being yourself. So don't be afraid, because when you don't be yourself, I feel like when you be more of yourself, you allow others to be their selves. Yeah. So let's get some messages from the Whispering Woods cards when you finish your reading. Alrighty, so your first card that came out for you was risk. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. Yes. Yeah, don't wait for when this or when that. Wherever you are, whatever's going on in your life, start it. Right? Grow from there. Because, oh yeah, and that makes sense because you've got patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. So perhaps, you know, you're waiting for something to change, but it's going to change from you. All right, it's your frequency that's going to change things. It's your frequency that's going to get you out of a situation. It's your frequency that's going to elevate your relationship status, or elevate your work status, or elevate your, you know, everything in your life will be elevated from you. All right, so this is why Spirit's saying work on it now, right? Learn and grow wherever you are planted, and have patience. We got retreat here. Spoil yourself in the morning mist and breathe in nature's sweet scents. Yeah, take the time out for yourself. Take the time to be in the physicality and play and dance and create. And you know, I'm seeing art as well. You might want to do, you know, this doesn't have to be, you don't have to be an artist. It's just doing something that's going to allow your soul to express itself. The more you allow your soul to express, the higher your frequency is going to be. It's going to really shift the energy for you, and you get to understand more of yourself. Aquamarine could be a really good crystal for you at this time as well. You've got here path. Wander on the path less traveled. What you might find surprise you. Exactly, that's what I've been talking about, right? So I feel like this group is definitely going through a spiritual awakening. Definitely this is dark night of the soul here, and you're releasing the old, you're removing the old, and it's creating this new life for you, and you discovering who you are and you being that in the world. So take that risk on yourself. And yes, it takes some patience, and you know, that word is really hard. I understand it, don't I? Know it. Some people say to me, you're the most patient person I know, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's because I've had to be. All right, it's much easier said than done. But know every time you see these readings, and if you watch other readings and it's saying, yeah, this is going to happen for you, and that's going to happen for you, and this is going to happen, know that it will, and trust that it will, and just keep working on you, because the more you do that, the more you dig deep and get to those submerged icicles that are sitting there under the surface. When they come out, wow, the light, the space that you're creating for yourself, and whoa, it's just like, you know, I'm like, whoa, with my hands, and look at this bird. It's like, yeah, that's what it's going to be like, right? Freeing your spirit here. Okay, so that's the messages I have for you. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello to my beautiful last group. So what we're going to do for you is have a look at what the element is, message. Oh, you've got a few cards. The earth message, the feminine energy, spirit's message, and the Pleiades message for you for the week ahead. So your first message is, oh my goodness, and you've got 2 of these. So not every group got 2 of these. I think you might be the only group that got 2 of the elemental cards. All right. So you got comfort, earth, and purity, ice. Wow, there's power in this reading. I've got to say, I had to take a deep breath. Oh my goodness, guys. Just give me a moment here. Sadness is coming up here. All right, don't leave this reading yet. Don't leave. There is sadness here. But there's also strength here. There is warmth here. Communion, love, everything in between here. You have the number 11, right? So to me, this is a very, very special number, number 11. And you've also got 33, which is another special number. Both of those are master numbers. A big time for you, all right? Well, for all of us. These have been huge messages for everybody. And I want to say a lot of us are in uncertainty at the moment. And you know, it's interesting because with this card here, it's specifically very strong energy. Because what I'm seeing below this surface here is this girl resting. And on the surface is this horse. And it's running in the snow. But on the other side, we have this warmth. So I feel like there is this energy of duality that could be taking place for you this week. There could be a lot of moments of heartwarming, love, connection. And I'm seeing a lot of auras around you as well. So there could be a lot of spirit loved ones in spirit joining you, you know, spirit families coming in. And I feel like they're surrounding you with love and surrounding you with comfort. I'm also getting like a ringing in my ear, or something happened within my head. I feel like that's them confirming it, okay? And so I feel like there's this energy here of you perhaps feeling, yeah, there's the warmth, there's the cold, right? And the being in darkness and wanting to be free. I feel like it's almost like I want to say seek comfort this week and seek rest this week. And I get this sense of urgency. So perhaps you're really wanting to move forwards on something here. But take the time to rest. Take the time to purify and seek comfort this week. And I feel like that will make way for what you want moving forwards. Because I just feel like there's this, just this stopping and resting and allowing and connecting with people. I feel like this group, you're going to be connecting with a lot of your family and friends around Christmas and that. And there's opportunity here for you know, some good times, some heart, because I'm feeling a lot of heart warmth. But yeah, there's this dualistic energy as well. And I'm going to look a bit further. I get like she's hiding away as well. I don't get like she's feeling particularly stressed. I get this sense that she's just feeling, I'm going to tuck myself away here and I'm going to sort of imagine what I want. Imagine, oh, okay. So what I'm tapping into here is that some of you here watching, you are sort of tucking yourself away or protecting yourself from the outside world, and you're visualizing the sort of connections you want. You're wanting the loyal connections. You're wanting new beginning. You're wanting movement forward. So some of you are visualizing that. Yeah. There's a few different messages I'm getting here. From the earth, we have earth magic, fairies. Okay, so you have the elementals with you. Let's get the other earth card. Oh, communion, eagle communion. You know what? I have to be honest. There is this sense of mystery with you, with this group. And there's this sense of not wanting to reveal everything either. Perhaps this is your energy, because I'm trying to tap into it. It's almost like I can't get to the bottom of things. So perhaps you may be feeling like you can't get to the bottom of things, or it's like you're protecting yourself, like you are sort of not wanting me to get to the bottom of things. No. Oh my goodness, it's getting I've been doing these readings for a while today, guys, just bear with me. I've lost track of what I was saying. Back on track, focusing. Yeah, I feel like you could be protecting yourself and sort of shutting away from, or shielding yourself, because I do feel like I can't kind of get in. Perhaps this could be a time when you're sort of taking time for yourself to commune with spirit, to seek a higher awareness and knowledge. We also have the earth magic here, so tapping into the you know what, and I see all these loved ones, so perhaps you're working with magic, perhaps you're working with spirit, or you are spending more time with spirit. Yeah, this reading is hard for me to get into. Let's have a look at the next reading. Maybe it might come out more. Maybe you might reveal yourself more as I keep going. We have here, and I cannot pronounce that name, my apologies, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. And you know, the High Priestess in the tarot is a bit of a mystery as well. So, interesting. I'm one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So you are a legacy of love. And I do feel this heart warmth here with you. So your heart is expanding. And with this expanding, you are connecting with spirit. You are communing with spirit more, and with the earth magic, with the elementals, and with the synchronicities of earth, and coming into more awareness of your higher potential and your intuition, and even your psychic abilities as well, being able to see things from your higher vision. Yeah, I'm seeing that. You may even be seeing, like, you might be taking photographs and seeing orbs, so look out for that. There's like lots of mystery around you. You know what I'm hearing as well? You might find that things are happening around you, and I do not want to scare you with this, all right? I do not want to scare you with this. It's but I'm just getting, for some of you, you might just start to notice, you might be seeing like energy at the side of your eyes, or you might start to see orbs or flashes of light, or you may start to notice spirit around you. So some of you who are opening up your third eye, you know, maybe tapping into mediumship, or perhaps you've always had that potential, you're going to be, spirit's going to be showing their presence more for you. Yeah. Interesting. You might be tapping into more of the mysteries of the universe, mysteries of yourself, right? Wow, a lot of mystery with this reading. Mountain, stand your ground. You know what I heard with that? Take the higher road, all right? And your soul is a legacy of love, so you are love. And so if you come across any challenge, I feel like this is saying, you know, get in touch with that highest, with the eagle too. The eagle sees things from a higher perspective. So I feel like this is about touching base with your spirit and standing your ground about your beliefs and about what you're seeing and what's happening. I also feel like for those of you who are expanding your intuition, and starting to see the spirit world more, you know, trust what you're seeing. Trust that it is real and that it's not just your imagination. Another message I'm getting for you, for those of you who don't resonate with being mediums, I feel like this is also a message about you. It's like there's synchronicities happening, and I feel like you're being led in a new direction, especially with these master numbers. And I see that perhaps you've been in a time of rest, or perhaps you're being called to take a time of rest before you take action on something, because there is going to be movement ahead here. You are going to get the green light here. For some of you, I have to point out, some of you might be like moving or doing something with the home, or moving homes. And I want to say take reflection before jumping into something. And also stand up for yourself. Like, what is it that you really want? And be strong about that as well. Yeah, I'm getting different messages for different people, so just take what resonates. All right, let's get the Pleiadians message. So you've got the winged messenger, creation, spiritual direction, inspires my creative flow. And what was I saying? Like, I feel like there's a lot of synchronicities around you, and they're leading you, right? There is going to be a movement forwards here. There's going to be action that you're going to take, and it's going to be in the right direction for you, and it's going to bring you the comfort you desire. It's going to be towards somewhere where you're going to feel more security as well. Perhaps things have been really mysterious in your life. It's really hard for me to pinpoint, but one, because this is a very, I'm getting like a Neptunian energy, but very mysterious energy, and two, because there's different messages here for different people. Okay, I'm just going to get one more of the spirit messages. Oh, look at that. Take charge with authority. So there's definitely something here about you standing your ground and taking charge, and you not being afraid. So don't hide away here. You got to take action on something. But first of all, seek that comfort within, touch base with the love that's in you, and then you go for it. Go for it, baby, I'm hearing. All right? Seek what it is that you're seeking. Go for it. All right, I'm going to get a few more messages from these, the Whispering Woods cards, and then we'll finish your reading. Sorry, guys, but a lot of mysterious energy here, but you'll understand what it means if it resonates for you. If not, go ahead and choose another reading. Oh, okay, you know what? I've got so many cards here for you, and you know what I see? Cleanse. And what I'm hearing straight away is, wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glades. That could be why I'm sort of picking up on a lot of energy, and I can't see things like, it's like there's a lot of mysteries, because perhaps you need to cleanse your environment. And I was talking about spirits and things like that. Yeah, so cleanse yourself, cleanse your environment to really clear up that energy. So if things have been a little bit mysterious for you, if you've not been able to see things clearly, or you know, perhaps you're sensing a lot of energy or seeing a lot of energy around you in a way of like orbs or things like that, and you feel like it's not serving you, then this is asking you to cleanse. All right, so you can use sage to do that, or you can just look up different ways of cleansing, but also just your aura, cleansing your aura, making that crystal clear, because when there is a lot, and I want to show you here, see how this is quite foggy? Sometimes that's how I see an aura if it's got a lot of energy in it. And so you want it to be clear. So saging it can remove that fogginess for you. All right. So that could be why it's hard to tap into your energy, because you might have a lot of different energies that you've taken on or absorbed from your environment around you, or other people, things like that. Especially if you've got here, take your charge and stand your ground. Some of you might be, there might be some conflict around you or something like that. But this could also be, so many messages for your group. This could also be if you're being around a lot of people, like especially shopping and things like that, and you're very sensitive, especially if you're an empath, right? You could be absorbing all of that energy and taking it home with you, and then that makes you feel confused, or you're like, oh, I'm just tired, I need my rest, you know? So that's a message to cleanse, and that's going to help you to feel much better. You've got path. Wander on the path less traveled. What you find might surprise you. We have clearing. Make room for growth. Again, a message of cleansing. This could be clearing your environment, clearing your thoughts, clearing the people, whatever, right? There is this cleansing going on here, and then you'll have more clarity, right? Transform. Emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon, right? Yeah, well, it's going to be hard to see if you're in a cocoon, and that's that energy of being, as I said, I don't feel like she's sad, but it's almost like she's protected in this space. So this is you in that cocoon, and you're, you know, stand your ground. Could be awakening and coming out of that, right? And because you might be seeking that comfort within and protecting yourself, but not allowing yourself to be out in the world. So perhaps that take charge and authority is, you know, come on, it's time to transform and be the butterfly, right, in your life. Take what resonates. There's lots of messages. Spread seeds of joy like wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. Wonderful. And then we have journey. Branch out to new worlds. Yes, that's what I was talking about. You coming out, right? And that branching out and coming out of your comfort zone is going to allow you to experience the new. So that's the messages I have for you. I send you so much love, group number 5. Bye for now.